Welcome back to the Thread Lace Podcast. I'm your host, Nate, and of course, Donnie.
What's up, what's up?
We hope you guys enjoyed last week's podcast. Seemed like we had a big hit with the double upload, and we're hitting you with another double upload this week. We're going to be doing our AFC and NFC division rankings, and then another episode is our week one predictions, because we are back, baby. Let's go. So we're just going to jump right into this for you guys. Because we don't want another hour and a half long podcast. We're going to keep these 45 minutes for you guys and say what we need to say, get it done.
We got a little crazy last week.
Yeah, we appreciate all the love and support, and we're only going to keep growing from here, man. Both podcasts at 25 plus views, so we appreciate you guys. Fresh back on the podcast like we never left. So let's go. We'll start it off with the let's say AFC, because AFC is real hectic. So we'll start. I feel like honestly both conferences are pretty crazy this year. I mean, I feel like the NFC.
Last year, I felt like the NFC was kind of weak.
It was. I feel like it was too, but I feel like it was also due to a lot of injuries too. But NFC definitely got a lot stronger.
They did. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, I am too. So let's jump right into it. Let's take out the big dogs of the AFC. Number one, the AFC North, baby. We'll start with the AFC North. I'll say my top four. He'll say his top four, and then we'll talk about it. So here we go. Number 4, I got the Steelers at 9-8. I do believe Tomlin stays with his winning record. If he stayed with it with Kenny Pickett, he's going to stay with it with Russell Wilson and Justin Fields. That's how I feel about it. Number 3, I got Cleveland Browns at 10-7. And then number 2, I got the Cincinnati Bengals at 12-5. And then number 1, I have the Baltimore Ravens, 13-4.
Wow. Okay. Now me, I think Steelers. I think Mike Tomlin does the 8-9.
First losing season,
baby. 8-9. They're gonna be last in the division.
That's possible.
Last in the division. Sorry, Russ. He'll be benched by week 6.
I do agree with that.
Yeah, and I got Browns 9-8, but I got mine and your switch. I got Ravens losing 6 games.
11-6. Wow.
Yeah, and I got Bengals 12-5.
I predict a big Ravens year this year. Obviously, their schedule isn't as tough as you'd think it might be, and they are in the toughest division in football. But the Bengals are 1-7 against the Ravens with Joe Burrow. Bengals can't seem to get past that that Ravens stunt, and they're the same with the Browns. Joe has not beat the Browns, so starting. So, it's like he just gets locked up by those two teams. And he's got to break that. He's got to break that to win this division.
He does. It's crazy because he's got that record against Kansas City like they ain't nothing.
The
Ravens is. I know it's division. It's always different with division, but it's annoying.
One thing I want to point out about your list, you got the Browns 9-8. You think they'll be worse this year with Watson? They went to the playoffs last year with Joe Flacco.
Yeah, I'm not a Watson at all guy.
I'm not either, but
I just don't
you think that they'll be even worse?
I just think the divisions are too tough, dude. I think the AFC's too tough.
AFC's too tough.
It's just too tough. And then they did pick up another receiver,
Jerry Jude.
Yeah, they're rolling. They don't have Chubb for the first 6 weeks or something like that.
Oh, Chubb, yeah, he's out for at least 4 weeks.
Yeah, and Jerome Ford, I ain't saying nothing about him, but he ain't no Chubb.
Wow, Jerome Ford's out there. He played pretty good last season.
I ain't saying he's garbage or nothing, but Browns are...
So you're basically saying you think that Nick Chubb's going to hurt and Deshaun Watson as well?
Yeah.
So you'd rather have Joe Flacco as your QB than Deshaun Watson?
I wouldn't want either one, but if I got if I got to roll one, I guess it would be Deshaun Watson at this point. But I don't think it's gonna make him.
Yeah,
I think Chubb and Deshaun Watson is their downfall because their defense is beast.
Yeah,
the offensive line is pretty good. They all want good offensive lines, but they're not beating better. They're not beating the Bengals and Ravens out. That's all I know.
Yeah, I got the Browns 10-7, but we'll get into who we have making the playoffs next week. We'll have our playoff prediction episode posted. But we will let you know our standings so you guys know that can't change after week 1. It'll be the same. It'll be the same, because could have another freak injury like last year. Third play of the season, Aaron Rodgers goes down. That obviously affects your stand just like that.
Mm-hmm.
There's guys I've seen guys that got Jets number 1 in the AFC this year. Some guys got them number 4, number 3. And that all can be affected by that one injury, man. It's crazy. Moving on, AFC South.
We're pretty close.
We're pretty close. I feel like the Ravens are at least going to win 12 games. I don't know, dude. They're just so good. They only got better from last season. Assuming
they got a lot of weapons on the offense.
Assuming Rashad Bateman stays healthy, Isaiah Likely got very strong experience last year without Mark Andrews, especially in the AFC champion. Like, he played playoff games, you know what I mean?
Right.
And
he's got the playoff experience, right?
Yeah, exactly. And they just lost the AFC by 1 game last year to the Chiefs. So, I don't know. I think it's their year to run the AFC. As much as, fan-wise, it pains to say that, but that's just how I feel. Derrick Henry there, add him into the mix, Zay Flowers, and like I said, Likely. Like, dude, they have 22. I've seen this from a Ravens guy on Twitter. They have 22 offensive plays they've already shown in personnel where they got either a double tight end setup or Likely running tight end and Andrews running as a receiver. Like, you're going to see a lot of them two out there on the field with Bateman and Zay. Like, those 4 guys are going to be their top 4 guys when it comes to passing the ball.
When you have Lamar and Derrick Henry, too.
And when you add Lamar and Derrick Henry they were the number 1 defense last year. It's going to be a very tough team to beat. Very, very tough team to beat. But, every team loses, so I got them 13-4. But, yeah, moving on. AFC South. Do you want to start with this one? Then I'll say
I got Jacksonville having a losing record, 8-9.
4.
And then Tennessee, I think they could be sneaky. Their defense is looking tough. I'm not really, set on Will Levis yet, but we'll see what happens this year. They got some weapons on offense. They got in Tyler Boyd, and they'll have D-Hop, but I only got them 9-8. They were just over 500. And I got Indy at 10-7. They're going to be sneaky. As long as AR-15 stays healthy, I feel like he's going to have a good year. Yeah, I really do.
I do too.
And in Houston, same thing. I only got them 10-7.
10-7?
I got them both 10-7. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We're going through their schedule. I know they got weapons. I know they,
upgraded the team.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just don't see them getting more. When I looked through it, I was like, I only see 10 wins right here. I'm sorry. But I got them going 10-7 too.
Yeah, we looked through every team's schedule to see, to obviously to.
I mean, when I look through it,
writing numbers down here. We're looking at every schedule. So if you're like upset about something, we went through every schedule here. But yeah, we'd love to see your guys' thoughts in the comments. If you're like, whoa, buddy, you're wrong. Put that in the comments. We'd love to see that. But yeah, my AFC South, I got Jags 7-10, last place. Sorry, AFC is so tough. And then you look at their schedule. I mean, honestly,
I could have gave them 7.
Bro, I barely even seen 7, if I'm going to be honest. I'm not a very big, I was a super Trevor Lawrence believer, if you go back to the old podcast. I really was, but he has disappointed me so heavily these last couple seasons. And I can't be believing in him again. Number 3, I got the Titans. I think they're going to surprise a lot of people. Their over-under is 6.5 wins. I think that's easily over. They got one of the best defenses in the league this year. Adding, their wide receiver core is even solid. Adding Ridley to that mix. You got Ridley, D-Hop. Pollard's even nice with Tajay Spears. That's a good one.
Tyler Boyd came over there.
Tyler Boyd's now in their slot. So, they got a strong, and mainly Brian Callahan is an offensive coordinator, their new head coach.
Mm-hmm.
He's been waiting for this head coach opportunity, and I think that the Titans definitely surprised a lot of people, like you were saying. And then number 2, I got the Colts 10-7 as well. I think that they could win more games, if I'm being 100% honest here, but
There's a couple
We
I
have to
could
see
have
a full,
went the other way.
Exactly. We have to see a full
I just
Anthony
couldn't
Richardson
give
season.
I couldn't give Indy no 12 wins, dude.
No, I couldn't either, but I was like, man, this schedule is not that tough. Their Colts schedule is not that tough, and if AR plays like he played in those first 5 games last year, they have a chance at 11-12 win season. They really do.
I mean, when I was looking, I was like, man,
Everyone has
if
Texans
they play,
as the
if they play
clear
the
winner.
way they need to play, they could. I just couldn't give them 12 wins.
I gave the Texans 11 wins. You gave
Okay.
them 10. I got 11-6. Their schedule's kind of tough. I'm not gonna lie, but you know, everyone has the Texans as the clear winner of the division. I don't see it that way. I think that the Colts definitely have a shot, especially with a Jonathan Taylor type guy. He's top 5 running back in the league.
Yeah, that's why I got
easily.
them both tied. I'm like, man,
That's what I'm saying.
it could be either one of these teams to win that division.
That's what I'm saying. And Anthony Richardson, if he stays healthy and plays the level he played last year, that's kind of the same level Stroud plays at, a top 7 QB in the league type.
Oh, he did
type
last year,
play.
boy. That kid killed it.
That's what I'm saying, until the injury. So that'll be those. I'm very excited to see what goes on there. They literally play each other week 1, so that's going to be absolute. I believe so. Unless I'm
it is, isn't
mistaken. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they play each other literally week 1, so we're going to see that duel week 1. I'm super hyped for that, for sure. But yeah, man, Jags last. So we got the same order, just literally slightly different records there.
Yeah, just slightly, not much.
Yeah, I'm not high on the Jags. I don't think they have a very good defense. Christian Kirk, Brian Thomas Jr.
Their offensive line sucks.
Yeah, their offensive line ain't that great. You know, their stars there are ETN and Evan Ingram. Evan Ingram's a beast, and Trevor Lawrence loves Evan Ingram. I think Brian Thomas is going to be good. Like, he can take the top off defenses. He's shown that. But, you know, as an
Christian
overall
Kirk come
team,
back healthy,
I'm
too.
just not a fan. Not a fan of the Jags as an overall team.
Nah, me either. That's why I got them last in the division.
Yeah.
They even got
For sure.
Tennessee over them.
Yeah, I do too.
Last year, I wouldn't have picked Tennessee over them.
No, I didn't. I think I had
all.
the Jags winning like 10 games last year, and that was just such a disappointing season to watch. But yeah, man, CJ Stroud proved himself. Texans got even better. I had to give them at least one more win than last season. I feel like they're definitely going to win the division, but you know, the Colts could. Don't be surprised if they surprise you. So yeah, there we go. Texans, Colts, Titans, Jags. My 4.
Yep.
Same with you.
Yep.
We'll move on to the AFC West, baby. AFC West, in my opinion, weakest division in the AFC. If I'm being 100% honest.
Oh, yeah.
Number 4, I got the Denver Broncos at 5-12. Now, lucky I gave you 5 wins. If I'm being honest, your team is not good. The reason I gave you 5 wins, the reason I gave 5 wins is because of that defense. Pat Surtain and that defense is pretty filthy. They're going to win at least. The defense alone is going to win them at least 3-4 games, at least.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm sure they'll get another 1 or 2. Like, when I was looking at their schedule, every game I'm like, loss. I'm like, who can they beat? Like, and I'm like, I've seen about 6 or 7 games, and I'm like, I could see them winning. So that's why I slid them to 5 wins, because, I mean, I couldn't give them more than that. I couldn't give them 6 wins. There's a couple teams I got on here with 6 wins I think are a little better than the Broncos. Bo Nix has got to show us something. You know, you still got Zach Wilson, Stidham over there trying to be a starter as well. So he's got to do something good, especially with Peyton as a coach. Sean Payton, bro.
Oh, great coach.
Yeah, very, very great coach, but, man, that Russell Wilson thing was a mistake. Anyways, Raiders 6-11, 3rd place. I do have them slightly above the Broncos. They have a solid defense, and then, you know, they got star power on offense, and I love Zamir White. 2 Chargers 9-8, and 1 Chiefs 11-6. I think the Chiefs have a little worse of a record. They have I mean, you could argue they have the hardest schedule in the league. Their schedule is insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll let you say your 4, and we can talk about it.
Yeah, my Broncos obviously are probably one of the worst. I think I got them as the worst team in the whole league, but
Yeah, they're tied with one other team for me.
yeah, actually they are tied for one other team with me.
Oh
too.
wait, no, actually, I have one team worse than them.
And yeah, I got them at 5-12.
That's what I got.
I got Raiders at 7-10. I gave them a little more win than you did. You got 6, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gave them 7-10. I gave the Chargers 9-8. I think with Harbaugh there, they're going to have a winning record. Just not quite enough to make the playoffs. And, of course, the winner of the division for the last 7 years, Kansas City at 12-5. I got them at 12-5.
Yeah, there's no doubt that team wins the division again.
Yeah,
you think otherwise, you're
that's
crazy.
That's an easy bet right there. You do division winners, Kansas City's guaranteed you're going to hit that.
Yeah, there's no doubt. You got Chargers 9-8 too.
Yeah, I got Chargers 9-8, but I only got Kansas City at 12-5.
Yeah, I got them 11-6. I mean, their schedule is just so tough. It was hard for me to put them higher. And if you listen to my rankings, all these great AFC teams, I don't have them having a lot of wins. I mean, their schedules are all tough. Every team is good in this AFC. I mean, most of these teams are good.
When I looked at
There's
the
not many
schedule, I
bad
just
teams in the
couldn't
AFC.
give them 6 losses. Now with Reed and Mahomes, they're just really good together. I think they're a great combo, even with their players. I just don't see them losing more than 5 games. I hate even saying it because I hate them, but
Dad speaks from a fan standpoint here when it comes to the Chiefs. He cannot stand the Chiefs.
I ain't taking nothing away from them. Obviously, I got them 12-5, but I'm not gonna be biased and make them 10-7. Like that's just wrong.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to at least win 11 games, that's for sure.
Is that what you had them at? 11 wins?
He was definitely winning that division.
Oh my God, that's not even a question.
But yeah, I think the Chargers have a little bit of a bounce back season, but I just don't believe in their weapons and their defense for them to make the playoffs in this tough of an AFC. At least not yet. Not yet in the Harbaugh era.
I think Harbaugh will bring them back in the next year or two.
Oh, yeah.
To give them at least to 10 or 11 wins. But
Well, and he's not going to gunsling Justin Herbert every game.
no.
He's not going to
That's the
make
problem.
Herbert throw 45 times a game where he's playing with broken thumbs and broken fingers all the time.
Right.
Like, they got Dobbins and Edwards. He's going to run them like workhorses, bro. I mean, for real. They're going to be running a lot. It's going to be 16-14. 16-14. Flipping back and forth every game.
30 runs a game.
Yeah, 30 runs a game. Literally. That's what they're going to be doing. I guarantee it. Especially with the wide receiver core they have. But yeah, that's where we're at here.
Yeah,
Chiefs.
especially with the Chargers. I mean, no, they lost everybody. Mike Williams, Keenan Allen, Austin Eckler. It's like they're starting from the beginning or something.
Yep, they're rebuilding completely. Harbaugh's rebuilding this
And they
team.
might not even get 9 wins. Why are we doing that?
They might not, but I respect Harbaugh that much,
Yeah,
and
I do.
Herbert is that good of a quarterback. I mean, if you don't got Herbert in your top 6 QBs, you're crazy, bro. I mean, you're just crazy. That guy is... I got him at 6. That's why I said that. But, I mean, that dude's a natural thrower of the ball. His arm talent is near unmatched in the league. I mean, really. Like, the distance he can throw it with his pinpoint accuracy is... I mean, it's ridiculous. I don't think Harbaugh has ever had a quarterback as good as Herbert. So I'm kind of excited to see what he does with Herbert over these next few years, to be 100% honest.
Yeah. Oh, I am too. I'm glad. When he went there, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I wanted it to be Eric Bieniemy or him. Those were my 2 votes. Mainly because I wanted Eric B off the Chiefs. I'm like, get this guy off the Chiefs, bro. He's too smart. He's too smart, bro. But yeah, I got the Chiefs 1, Chargers 2, Raiders 3, Broncos number 4.
Nope.
You got the same list, don't you? Same list here. Wow.
I mean, it ain't.
It's about to start getting controversial once we hit this NFC. I promise. AFC East. Number 4, I got the Patriots, tied with another team for the worst record in the league for me. Patriots 4-13. You know,
They're bad.
they could win 1 or 2 games, to be completely honest. They have literally nobody. They are stuck. Their defense is pretty good, but other than that, they're oh my God, they're in shambles, bro.
Yeah.
Number 3, I got Miami 10-7. God, dude, this division's so tough to rank. I think that they'll have less division wins than the Bills, who I also have 10-7 at number 2. I think that is what knocks Miami below the Bills in my standings. Is they'll have less division wins. I got them losing twice to the Jets, and I got the Bills splitting with the Jets, and I think that's going to give the Bills that one game ahead of the Dolphins in the standings. And then number 1, I got the Jets, 12-5. With a healthy Aaron Rodgers, you can argue number 1 defense in the league, but to be safe, I'll say top 3. They're easily a top 3.
Easily top 3.
Top 3 defense in the league. And you give Garrett Wilson, who's had 1,000 yards in every season with random QBs throwing him the ball every week, you give a top 7, 8 wide receiver in the NFL, and Aaron Rodgers with the number 2 running back from last year, and Breece Hall,
Right.
that's gonna be a near unstoppable team. I mean, they might get more than 12 wins, bro. Like seriously, Rodgers is just a big question mark right now. I can't give them more than 12 wins if I don't know how healthy he'll be, and if I don't know, he just tore his Achilles. So, I mean, you just never know. The guy's 40 years old. He could come out and throw like Joe Flacco.
Well, I've seen him out there running around. Like, he don't seem like he's got any problems happening.
Yeah, I agree. I just, I've seen some. That's why I got them 12-5. I mean, it's a really good record, but they could win more. It's just AFC so tough.
Yeah, I hear you. My turn?
Yeah.
All right. New England. I got them tied for one of the worst records with Broncos. I actually gave them 5 wins because their defense is decent. But New England they ain't going to be good for a long time.
Oh,
Huh? What? Say
I
it.
just seen something.
And then I got old Billsies at 10-7. I think losing Diggs, losing Gabe Davis.
You don't believe in that receiving core, huh?
Not with them being, they're trying to start a rookie. I don't know.
I believe in Josh Allen, baby.
Yeah, they're third in the division. Sorry, at 10-7. And I'm putting I'm putting Dolphins at 11-6. God, man, there's so many weapons on that team. It's just stupid.
They're going to be one of the best offenses, no doubt.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you cannot give them. I could not give them less than 11 wins. Honestly, I was about to make them 12-5 to win the division. Also, Jets. I got them at 11-6.
I'm 11-6. Okay.
Yeah, I got them both 11-6, but I got the Jets just over the Dolphins. Like you're saying, I think the Jets, they bulked their offensive line up. They picked up Mike Williams from the Chargers. Everybody's like, he's always hurt. When that boy's healthy, he can get up for that ball. And Aaron Rodgers loves his tall receivers. He'll just throw it up. I mean, Mike Williams is one of the best at getting up and getting that ball. Garrett Wilson, they got a top 3 blocking receiver in Alan Lazard. Breece Hall, one of the best. This is going to be nasty. Nasty. I mean, like you're saying, you might see 12, 13 wins out of these guys if they all stay healthy.
Mm-hmm.
But that's me. I got New England, Bills, Dolphins, Jets.
I got New England, Miami, Bills, Jets. Bills and Miami, same record. It's just, with me for the Bills, Josh Allen is so good. He is one of those guys that will make his players better. And, when he puts you in a position to catch a ball for a touchdown or running or creating with his feet. James Cook also, I am a big believer in him. I think he's a top 15.
James
I
Cook.
think he'll be a top 15 back in the league this year.
Mm-hmm.
And they're definitely going to rely on run game a lot more. They could miss playoffs. They could have a really good season. There's some people saying that they see Josh Allen as finally free, and he'll have an MVP season. I mean, there's really people that believe that. I've seen on CBS Sports, forget his name, but he had the Bills and the Packers in his Super Bowl. He's saying that Josh Allen, without Diggs, is taking the stress off him, a weight off of his shoulders, and is going to elevate him into being a Super Bowl quarterback in an MVP season. Which is crazy. I mean, it's crazy to me, but I mean, if Josh Allen plays on Josh Allen levels without Diggs, he's probably going to win that MVP award. Like, with the weapons that he has, if they end up going out there and winning the division again, in that division, there should be no reason he shouldn't win the MVP. And I'm taking the gamble on Josh. I love Josh Allen. He was really good before Diggs got there, one of the best in the league. Why do you think Diggs went there?
Oh, dude, I watched a couple videos where when they drafted him.
Oh, the fans are like, oh my God!
Why? Josh Allen? They never want to win. It was so funny. I'm like,
oh my God!
Yeah, they're biting their words right now on that one.
Well, yeah, his first year he comes in. I mean, they didn't make the playoffs, but they had a winning season. It was literally his rookie year.
Oh, I know.
So, Josh
I know the fans ain't happy about or not mad about not having him now.
Oh yeah.
They're like, oh man.
Oh no, that's their Lord and Savior.
Yeah.
That's the Bills' Lord and Savior. No, sorry, I think it goes. So we're gonna move on to the NFC North. You want to start us with the NFC?
You want to do North? All right. Me, I got this whole division.
Sorry, guys.
Huh?
Said sorry.
Oh, you're right. You're right. I got this whole division with winning records.
What? The NFC North?
Yeah.
Wow. So you think a Sam Darnold-led Vikings team is still gonna have the winning? All right, let's hear it.
Yeah, I mean, I got Vikings at 9-8.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah,
That is wild.
When I was looking at their schedule, I'm like, I see them losing both to Detroit Packers on the division, but splitting with the Bears, and then the other one. I mean, when I looked at their line, I mean, I came up with 9-8, man. I'm sorry.
They got a solid defense.
Yeah, I mean, I just got them at 9-8, but then I got the Bears, Packers, Detroit. I got the Bears at 10-7, Packers at 11-6, and Detroit at 13-4.
You have the Bears at 10-7? This guy is the biggest Bears hater and Caleb Williams hater I've ever seen in my life, and he's got the Bears 10-7.
Yeah, I got them at 10-7.
At least you used your head.
I mean, dude, they get their weapons on offense is just.
So he's secretly, what he's saying is, he's secretly a Caleb Williams.
No, I'm not talking about Caleb Williams.
So he's
secretly talking about DJ Moore, Keenan Allen.
No, I just got
Cole
exposed. It got exposed. If you were a serious Caleb Williams hater, you 10-7, that's playoffs, buddy.
I got him in the playoffs.
Yeah, so do I. Oops, spoiler alert.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'll say mine real quick. Vikings 6-11. Sorry, not a Sam Darnold guy. I do believe Justin Jefferson.
6-11.
I do believe Justin Jefferson will still get his. He always does, no matter who his quarterback is. I mean, he was getting his with Nick Mullins. I'm not worried about Justin Jefferson in a sense, but I'm worried about the team. Winning games, in my opinion, comes down to the quarterback, and the NFC got a lot stronger. And their division is, in my opinion, top 3 toughest division in the league. Like, I think the AFC North, NFC North, and the AFC East are the 3 toughest divisions in football right now. Playing those teams 6 times, plus the rest of their schedule, I couldn't go, man. Couldn't go. Number 3, I got the Bears 10-7 as well. Like you, I think they squeak in for the first time, and I honestly cannot tell you.
I don't know either.
Probably first time in a lot of people watching this lifetime that they're going to be in the playoffs. Number two, I got Packers 11-6, a little better than last year. The Lions are. I just started choking on my mint, bro. That's crazy. I got the Lions 12-5. They have so many weapons. It's impossible not to put them on. Now I do feel like the Packers are going to make a very good playoff run, and there are people that have them in the Super Bowl. Like that guy that has the Bills winning, he has them winning the Super Bowl against the Packers. That's his prediction, Bills Packers. I was watching a few of those today, predictions, just to see what other people had to say. But yeah, I got Lions 12-5, Packers 11-6, Bears 10-7, and the Vikings 6-11. I really like their defense. Ivan was named captain this year.
Was he?
Of the defense, yep. He earned himself a captain spot after rookie season. Shout out Ivan. And yeah, I think the rest of them guys make the. I think the rest of these guys make the playoffs, man. And all have winning records. I think they're all going to be great. The Bears can have more than 10 wins. I'll tell you right now, their schedule is one of the weakest schedules in the NFL. Go look at the Bears' schedule. You're going to be like, these guys can win 12 games. I mean, their first. I looked at their. If you look at their first 10 games, there's at least 7 that they can win. At least, easily. I'm not even kidding.
I'm not saying easily.
They could. They could. If Caleb Williams comes out there and it's Caleb Williams, don't be surprised to see them win 11 games, 12 games. I mean, I think that they can do it. I really do. I'm a Caleb Williams guy, if you can tell. Moving on, AFC South. 4, I got the Panthers tied with the Patriots as the worst record in the league, 4-13. The Panthers are just not doing anything for that young man. He's playing with a bunch of high school and college offensive linemen. That's what it looks like when he's out there. Dude gets rushed like that. And, I'm not a. Their run game is mediocre at best, and their receivers are young. Deontay Johnson is hit or miss. The Panthers are just not in good shape.
No, we're not.
Not at all. They made a lot of dumb decisions. Number 3, I got the Saints 5-12. I think the Saints are going to be historically bad this season. They have the worst QB room outside of the Raiders. Raiders and Saints have the worst QB room. Like I always say, winning games goes down to your quarterback, and that's how I feel about the football. I mean, you're not going to be able to win games. I don't care. You're not going to be able to make no playoffs or win games with Derek Carr as your quarterback. I mean, not anymore, at least. He's old. He has not been good in a few years. 5-12. I mean, I'm sorry. I think Kamara and Olave have good seasons, but that's about it for the Saints. And then Bucks, I got them 9-8. Falcons 11-6, win the division. It was hard for me to put the Bucks 9-8, but they have a really tough schedule.
That was my thing about them.
They won the division.
They got weapons. It's like, but for some reason, man,
they won the division last year, but that don't matter when.
That's not happening this year.
That don't matter when, or that's why their schedule's so hard, because they won the division.
Mm-hmm.
And I like Baker personally, and I love their team. I'm really high on Rachaad White, and I love their receiving core. Their defense is solid. Their secondary, I think, is where they're probably their weakest spot. But man, with these other teams in the NFC, I couldn't give them higher than 9.
I mean, it is what it is.
What you got?
On me, I'm up. Carolina. I ain't know you was done or not. Done talking. Carolina, I got them to tie for the 3 worst teams in the league at 5-12. I got 3 teams at 5-12. I didn't even want to give them 5 wins, honestly, but it's just they're going to win. I should have did 4-13, but it's either going to be Broncos. I think Broncos or Carolina is going to be the number 1 pick next year. But anyway, Saints, I got 7-10. They're just bad.
7-10 is a good amount of wins, though.
I mean, when I looked at the schedule, I could see them getting their 7 wins. And like you're saying, you think Chris Olave is going to have a good year. I do not think he's going to have a good year. He is a terrible quarterback. He's not been reliable in fantasy or anything in life.
He gets 1,000 yards every year. He's going to get his 1,000.
Yeah, I don't know.
Put Rattler in, bro. Come on, I might give you more than 5 wins. A Derek Carr.
I think you're going to put no Rattler in. I mean, I would like to see it. I think it'd be pretty cool. But
he got good ball placement.
But Bucks, I did the same thing as you. I got them at 9-8. I'm sorry, Bucks. I mean, I know you guys got weapons, you got good players, but sorry, you're out. Atlanta, I only could give them 10 wins. I couldn't give Atlanta 11 wins. 11? I couldn't give them 11. I gave them 10 wins just because I think I think bringing in old Kurt over there is going to help them out a lot, and I think their defense is beast. They got one of, to me, their defense is going to be crazy. So that's going to help them get the wins, but I only got them at 10 wins, man. But winning the division, obviously. Of course. Yeah, they're definitely winning that division.
That's an easy one. Falcons, Bucks, Saints, Panthers. I mean, I'm questioning your mindset if you got a different yeah. So moving on, NFC West, number 4, I got the Seahawks, 6-11.
It's like, do we read Joe's minds or something?
Is that what you had?
Yeah. I mean, on the
Wow.
Yeah, I know. It's like all of our records are really close. We do this separately. We don't even live together or nothing. Like, we make our stuff, come here, meet, and do it right off rip. I'm not changing nothing. We're not changing nothing. It's kind of crazy.
It is pretty weird. I mean, there is differences, but there's a lot of things too that are similar.
Yeah.
3, I got Arizona, 7-10. Cardinals got Kyler Murray back. If he's back healthy, I think they're going to do good.
7-10?
Yeah. The NFC is very strong. I believe the NFC West is also a strong division. And although their offense is pretty solid, their offensive line, they still haven't yet to do any moves for their offensive line for Kyler Murray. And their defense, in my opinion, is not very good. It's a bottom 10 defense. Oh, I mean, you're not going to have a playoff team when you can't. I mean, you don't have a good defense, and your quarterback is, sorry, but he's injury prone. Murray's been injury prone, and you know, they haven't upgraded their offensive line. So that's, I mean, it's not good. Not good at all. I got the Rams 11-6 at number 2. People forget who the Rams are for whatever reason.
I don't know what's up with that. The disrespect they get.
Oh, bro! Every single one of these analyst lists I've seen, none of them have the Rams making the playoffs.
It's like
I'm like, are we forgetting who the Rams are right now? Like, what's going on? Matt Stafford was hurt last year. What do you think? Like, what is going on?
And Cooper Kupp.
Hey, and Kupp. I don't get it. Number 1, 49ers, 12-5. Niner gang.
Yeah, I couldn't. I'm Seattle 6-11. I gave Arizona 10 wins.
Whoa!
I think with Kyler Murray back, Marvin Harrison, James Conner's back, Trey McBride. I don't know, man.
Man, is Arizona gonna have a winning record? Put that in the comments right now. Are they gonna have? Is Arizona gonna have a winning record?
I don't guarantee that.
You guarantee it?
I'm guaranteeing a winning record. I wonder what their over/under is.
It's like 5.5 or something. 6.5. It's not very
that's
high.
guaranteed. that's guaranteed. But I got the Rams at 11-6.
Samesies.
And 49ers, I got 13-4 though.
13-4.
I just think their offensive weapons are crazy. Their defense is crazy. I could see them winning 15 games. I don't know, man. These guys are. I was never a 49er fan, but you can't just take that away from them. The only reason I won't give them 15 wins because their quarterback's not that great. He's built around a system that's good. He's got a great coach.
I got him 12-5 because
I can name 10 quarterbacks you put on that team that go undefeated, 16-0 or 17-0.
Dude, their schedule is, I mean, probably the toughest in the league.
It doesn't matter. I think their weapons are too good. And with keeping Ayuk there, it's over.
They paid him. They paid Ayuk. He's about to go crazy this year.
I think the 49ers will have the number 1 record in the whole league.
You know, one thing I wanted to bring up. Second to last week of the season, guess who plays each other? Niners and Lions. Sounds like a little bit of a setup there, in my opinion. But, you know, whatever.
That'll be in my name. Shut up. But
it'll be for the conference. Just like last year.
Yeah, but I mean, I got him at 13-4.
I could see 13-4. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm not doubting the game there. But Arizona 10-7 with no defense whatsoever is just crazy to me. I mean, I think they have a bottom 5 defense. I mean, I can't tell you.
Well, I just the NFC just not that tough, dude. I mean, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams that ain't even gonna have a winning record. I mean, when you look at their schedules, like, I mean, I can see maybe 8 losses, but 9-8. But I don't know, man. If Arizona's offense can stay healthy, they're gonna win games.
Now we'll have to see. 49ers, Rams, Arizona, Seahawks. You have the same list, but very different records there. Moving on, final division here. NFC East. Another, I guess, tough division, you could say, maybe. Number 4, I got Washington 6-11, a little better than last season. I love Jaden Daniels. I could see them winning 7 or 8 games, to be honest. I'm a Jaden Daniels guy. I think Terry McLaurin will have 1,400 yards this year. He's another guy who's had 1,000 to 1,100 yards every season with Taylor Heineke throwing him the ball.
He's had like 6 different quarterbacks throwing him the ball.
I know.
That poor guy.
In his career. And now he's finally got someone. You can literally see it in the film and in all the videos Commanders are posting how much happier he is. He truly believes in Daniels. You can, and like, if you compare those videos to like last year and literally any year of his career, you can just tell he has so much confidence.
I just think the Commanders' whole organization believes in him.
Jaden Daniels?
Yeah.
Oh, they do.
And I'm excited to see him.
They've been through 8 QBs in the last 8 years. Like, what?
That's like the Browns. They did that for forever.
They did it for a long time, yeah.
So many different quarterbacks every year. It's like,
and they turn their organization around.
Yeah.
I think that's what's going to happen here with Jaden. And then number 3, I got the Giants 7-10. You know, a lot of people don't like Daniel Jones, including this guy. I'm not the biggest fan of Daniel Jones.
Oh,
I
he's
don't
terrible.
have him I don't even have him in my top 20 QBs.
He's terrible.
But I love the group he has around him. And I really think that, and I do believe that they have a good defense as well. I think that their defense is strong. They got a very good defense.
You like the group around Daniel Jones?
Yeah.
Well, name the group.
Malik Neighbors.
Rookie.
What is this guy's beef
No,
with
hold on.
Malik
Just keep
Neighbors?
going. I want to hear this. I mean,
Singletary, Tyrone Tracy Jr. I love that 1-2 punch.
all right.
I mean, I like the rest of the receiving core too. Jalen Hyatt, Darius Slayton, and then there's one more receiver.
I liked Hyatt last year. I thought he had some good highlights.
Hyatt will be the slot, and then it'll be Slayton and Neighbors on the outside. I love that, personally. Slayton can go up and get it. Neighbors, he's Jamar Chase rebuilt. I mean, literally. I don't care what you say. He's literally Jamar Chase rebuilt. You'll see it this season. This guy will stop hating. And anyways, number 2, Dallas Cowboys, 9-8. Yeah, I said it. 9-8. Now, I'm going to explain this here. Number 1, I got the Eagles 13-4.
Oh, my Lord.
Listen to the Cowboys' schedule, and you tell me that they're going to win more than 9 games. Ravens, Lions, Niners, Falcons, Eagles, Texans, Bengals, Bucks, and their division. They got to play 6 division games. That gives them 11 more games. And in those 11 games, they play the Ravens, the Lions, the Niners, the Falcons, the Eagles, the Texans, the Bengals, and the Bucks.
Well, there's 4 of them out of them 8 they're going to win.
No, bro. No, I just don't think so. I think the Ravens, significantly better. Lions, significantly better. 49ers, significantly better. Falcons, significantly better.
No.
Texans, significantly better.
No.
Bengals, significantly better. Bucks, better.
No.
I do. They all right. Say you give them the Bucks. That's fine. They're not
The Bucks,
beating
the Falcons.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those teams. That's 6 losses, and they're losing at least 2 of division games. At least. I don't care. I'm dying on the hill that the Cowboys don't make the playoffs. I'm dying on that hill. I'm dying on it. CeeDee Lamb has 2 weeks. He's going to be out the first 2 weeks of the season. They gave him 2-week exemption to get back into football shape. And then, so, I mean, that's going to affect you automatically starting the season. They're probably going to lose week 1. They're already, against the Browns. Yeah, come on, bro. Stop playing. And then, that's another team. I didn't even list the Browns. Didn't even list the Browns. They're probably going to lose that week 1. You don't got CeeDee Lamb. Who's you going to throw the ball to? Kavonta Turpin? Like, what are we talking about here? Like, literally, what are we talking about? You think they're going to... Do you hear that schedule? Ravens, Lions, Niners, Falcons, Texans, Bengals, Bucks. Then they got to play the Eagles twice, Giants twice, and Commanders twice? That's, like, the hardest schedule in football. I was looking at their schedule. I'm like... It's not like I went into this like, oh, Cowboys are making the playoffs. No, I went into this thinking, oh, Cowboys making the playoffs. Yeah, I'm looking at their schedule. I'm like, they're not going to make the playoffs. They're not. That's my opinion. Sorry. Eagles 13-4, winning the NFC. What's yours? Who you got?
We're way different. I got Giants 6-11.
I love it.
I got Cowboys winning the division 12-5. But anyways, I got Giants 6-11. Commanders 8-9. I think Giants are the worst in the division. I don't see them doing anything. Sheesh. I got Giants 6-11, Commanders 8-9, Eagles and Cowboys both 12-5.
And you got the Cowboys edging the Eagles.
I got the Cowboys edging the Eagles and
The
winning
Eagles
the
just
division.
got so much better. I just can't give them less than 13. I think they could win 14 games. If I'm being honest, their team is absolutely filthy. Kellen Moore is their new OC.
It's just for some reason, man. I love the Eagles. You know I do. I love Jalen Hurts. You know I love Jalen Hurts. It's just, to me, I feel like when there's so many weapons, they collide. That's why I gave them 5 losses. You got A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Saquon Barkley. Like, you can't have all these weapons and everybody do good. And and then anyone got Dodson.
Dallas got it.
And then that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I don't know what he's talking about with his 9-8. That is just delusional to me.
Oh, I can't wait to go back on this. And
Yeah,
every
I can't.
single
And I can see.
that has the
I can definitely
Cowboys.
see. I can definitely have the Eagles above the Cowboys, but they're both making the playoffs. Like them having the Cowboys not in the playoffs is absolutely crackheaded.
Nope, you're gonna have the first non-playoff season. I'm telling you right
No way.
now.
No way.
You're hearing it from me right now. and it's factual. Obviously, it's an opinion, but I believe it's a factual opinion. I mean, straight up, like that schedule's way too tough. That schedule's way too tough for. I mean, their defense is one of the best in the league. Yes, I do believe that. But when you have that tough of a schedule, I think that all those teams I named have just as good of defenses and better offenses. Better QBs. Sorry. Better QBs.
I mean, that's how you feel. I mean, I definitely
and the
have
Eagles
Cowboys
only got better. The Eagles only got better. And another thing about the Eagles is, like I was saying, Kellen Moore is our new OC. He's had 3 number 1 offenses in his career. He's about to have another one. I'm going to tell you right now. There's no way, in my mind, that the Eagles aren't the number 1 offense when they have the best receiving core in the league. Saquon Barkley, in my opinion, a top 5 running back in this league. Jalen Hurts, top 5 QB in this league, also in my opinion. And then you got a defense who's got their what do they call him? They have a nickname for C.J. Gardner-Johnson. I can't remember what his nickname is, but he's back with the Eagles and he brings he's the energy of the defense. That's like his nickname. Howie Roseman knew that they needed him back to put that spark in their defense. And last year, I feel like it's crazy that the Eagles are so good that they call a 12-5 season a down season.
Yeah, that is true.
But I feel like last year they didn't make a deep playoff run and lost in that first round because after they lost that Super Bowl, I genuinely believe last year they just weren't in their right minds. They lost some of their guys, like C.J. Gardner-Johnson was a big part of that Super Bowl run. He's a big part of keeping that defense hyped, and they didn't want to pay the guy, which they finally made that happen. I can't. I mean, dude, I couldn't give the Eagles less than 13. I could see them winning 14 games, I swear to God. I think that they're the best team in the NFL. I genuinely do. All around. Defense, offense, they're going to be the best team. So, there it is. There it is. Cowboys miss the playoffs. There it is. What I've been waiting to say the whole podcast. There it is. I knew that would be the most controversial thing coming out of this.
Not happening.
But yeah, we'll skim through our rankings, our actual rankings, and next week you'll see an episode posted. That is our playoff predictions.
I cannot wait.
So next week we'll have another double upload. It'll be week 2 predictions and then our playoff predictions, which is going to be super exciting because playoff predictions obviously are a lot more controversial than just sitting here talking about our standings. But yeah, AFC, we'll run through this real quick. Colts, I have at 7 with that 10-7 record. 6, I have Bills at 10-7. I can't put Josh Allen out the playoffs till he proves to me that they're not making the playoffs. 5, I got the Bengals at 12-5. And then 4, obviously these are your division winners. I got the Texans with their 11-6 record. I got the Chiefs with 11-6 at 3. I got the Jets 12-5 at 2. And I think the AFC finally runs through Baltimore. It really should have last year. But I think that it finally runs through them this year. And then the one team that I have 10-7, 2 teams missing the playoffs, I have 10-7, are the Browns and the Dolphins. The Dolphins, I got them 3rd in their division and missing out because of less division wins, like I said previously. And then number 3, I got the Browns 10-7 missing out, obviously by division wins. I mean, they're 3rd in their division. I can't put them over two Bills and then my 2 Colts. They'll be 3rd in their division, so obviously they would slightly miss. So they would be your 8 seed would be the Browns, and 9 seed would be your Dolphins, slightly missing there. That's my AFC standings. We can't change it if any crazy thing happens in week 1. There is no changing it. We're still going to rock with our playoff bracket going into next week. I just didn't want to hit y'all with 3 episodes. Obviously, that's like 3 hours worth of content, so I don't want to get too crazy with it.
Right. Me. Here we go. My 7th is Indy. I think they're gonna make it in. I know I'm gonna get a lot of controversy on this playoff thing on the AFC, but this is just how I feel. But I got 7 with Indy. And then I see number 6. I got the Dolphins coming in 6. Coming into 5, I got Ravens. Coming into 4, excuse me. I got Jets or Houston. Sorry, Houston. And coming in at 3, the Jets. Coming in at 2, the Bengals. And unfortunately, because I don't like them so much, but running the playoffs through again, I got
Through
Kansas
City again. Woo!
Unfortunately.
That means that they got that means that on your list are favorites to go to the Super Bowl if they're running through the AFC, right?
I mean, they are running through the AFC, but wait till you see my bracket next week. You're gonna like that because it's not what you're gonna think it's gonna be. But I do have Kansas City winning it, and just because
I feel like they're both solid standings. Solid standings.
They're both solid standings, but I don't know, man. Just Andy Reid. Once Andy Reid leaves, and that team.
And the only team you have 10-7 missing is the Bills, right? So
the Bills are not making it.
The 8, you got them 8 right outside.
I got them 8, but at 10-7 too with Indy. But
yeah.
I think Indy sneaks in, man. I think they're a sneaky team. I think they sneak in. I think the Bills get knocked out.
I agree. NFC standings 7. I got the Bears squeaking in there at 10-7. 6. I got the Packers 11-6. 5. I got the Rams 11-6. And then your division winners here. Number 4, I got the Falcons 11-6. Number 3, I got the Lions at 12-5. Number 2, I got the 49ers at 12-5. I think the Niners beat the Lions once again to get that second spot there. And then number 1, obviously, Philadelphia Eagles 13-4. Just missing. Do I have anyone just missing? No. Just missing. I don't have anyone 10-7, but I think that the Bucs are going to beat the Cowboys, so I'll put them at number 8. Sorry, I'm not sorry. I'll put Bucs as my 8. Bucs and then
Lord.
I guess Cowboys, because that would be the only 9-8 teams I got there at 8 and 9. So.
Alrighty, my 7 Bears. They're gonna make it in this year. I mean, the NFC's not that tough. Sorry. I mean, I know they got a little better than last year, but they're still. I can name so many AFC teams that'll be better than NFC. But anyways, I got I got Bears at 7. I got the Rams at 6. I got Packers at 5. Wait a minute, that's wrong. I'm sorry. 7 Bears. 6.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I was right. No, it ain't. I got Bears at 7, Rams at 6. But anyways, my top 4. I mean, I got the 49ers as number 1. I mean, come on. I think they're the best team in the NFL, hands down. And then I got number 2 with Detroit, number 3 with Cowboys, number 4 Atlanta, number 5 is the Eagles, number 6 is the Packers, and number 7 is the Rams. That's what I had it at. But I think the 49ers are definitely the best team in the whole league.
So Rams, Packers, Eagles,
yeah,
Atlanta, Cowboys.
Atlanta at 10-7.
Atlanta Cowboys. Who's that?
Detroit.
Who's
that?
And the 49ers. I couldn't read your handwriting.
You couldn't read my what?
I mean, I'm also looking like.
But yeah, I got
Breaking my
49ers.
neck.
I think 49ers are the best team in the league. I think you're going to see them in the Super Bowl, but it'll be close. You're going to love my playoff predictions.
Playoff predictions coming next week.
It's going to be
Stay tuned.
different. It's going to be different.
Yeah, playoff predictions coming next week, along with week 2, along with week 2 predictions and our week 1 recap. We hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Thread the Laces. Go watch that week 1 predictions, baby.
Oh, that's what happened.
Here we go.
God, week 1 finally here. I've been waiting so long. Football takes way too long to come back.
Way too long.
It's so disappointing. But when it gets here, it's like the greatest moment ever.
Yes, it is. I think we speak for everyone when we say that. Hit that like button, hit the sub button, comment what you think. Comment, man, you guys are goofy. Comment whatever you want. Whatever you want. Throw your opinions in the comments. We love it.
Whatever.
We love your opinions. We love your thoughts. Anything that can help make us better. Or, obviously, hearing your guys' thoughts and opinions. Everyone has different opinions. That's what's so great about sports.
I love it.
Hit that like, hit that sub, share with your friends. And stay tuned for the next episode. And as always,
Ta-ta-ta-ta.
Hooray!